Hello class 8th. This is your chapter number 20, that is direct and indirect speech. You have read this chapter in your previous classes as well. So let's quickly start what is there in this direct and indirect speech. By the word we can understand direct speech means directly, what is directly said by the speaker, that is represented in direct speech. And in indirect speech we indirectly, or the words are not exactly the same as said by the speaker. We try to convey it in substance or meaning form. This is what is there in indirect speech. Now let's see what is given here. When we report the exact words of the speaker and write them within inverted commas, it is said to be in direct speech. So what is the criteria for writing direct speech? First of all, it is the exact words of the speaker, and then you write them, whatever is said by the speaker, that is written within inverted commas. I hope this is clear. Let's see the example that is given here. Neha said, Roger Federer has won the match against Rafael Nadal. So can you see here the speaker is Neha, and after said, can you see a comma is there, and then in inverted commas it is written what are her exact words. Whatever is her exact words, that is represented within this inverted commas. I hope this is clear. Now, in reported or indirect speech, we do not report the exact words of the speaker but convey the substance or meaning of a person's speech. We don't write the exact words, but the meaning is same, that is being conveyed in this indirect speech. We make some changes wherever there is changes, we change, and it is changed according to time, place, personal pronouns and possessive adjectives. And the inverted commas are not used in indirect speech. You can see the example. Gargi said that she enjoyed watching the movie Avatar. Alright. So in this way we write indirect speech. Now there are certain changes that we do when we write indirect speech. First is changes in changes in tenses. When we change tenses, we change tenses when reporting in indirect speech. When we write in indirect speech any statement or anything, then we change the tense. Now see what is the directions given here according to which we change the tense. First is when the reporting verb is in the simple present or simple future tense, the verb in reported speech does not change. So remember this, when anything is given in the verb in simple present or in simple future tense, then the verb in the reported speech does not change. See the example first. Shiva says, I am eating apple pie. So you can see here says is in simple present tense. So how we write the indirect speech? Shiva says that he is eating apple pie. Then B is Brijesh will say, I am not well and cannot exert myself. So again see here will say is in simple future tense. So again verb will not be changed. What we have written, Brijesh will say, you see it is exactly the same, that he is not well and cannot exert himself. So in this way, when the reporting verb is in simple present or in simple future tense, we don't change the verb in reported speech. I hope this is clear. Then B is when the reporting verb is in past tense, the verb in reported speech is changed into the corresponding past tense. So you have to see if it is in past tense, when we change it into reported speech, the verb is also changed according to the past tense. Now see the example. The girl said, I am scared of monsters. Now see what is written. The girl said that she was scared of monsters. Now we have changed am into was, because it is for past tense we use was. So that is why it is changed according to the past tense. Now this C part is very important. This C thing is very important. The reporting verb is in the past tense, said and told. Verb change into indirect speech. See how they are changed. Is, are and am is changed into was, were. Then was and were changed into had been. Had been, there is no change. Then has and have changes into had. Why we write them in past tense? Because that is already being said. Then do changes into did changes into had done. Had done change, there is no change for that. Then will and shall, would in some cases, otherwise shall changes into should. Must changes into had to, and would, should, might, could, ought to changes. There is no change for these. Alright. Then next, this table is also very important. See here, simple present tense is changed into simple past tense. Past continuous, present continuous is change into past continuous. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Then simple past changes to past perfect. Past continuous is changed into past perfect continuous. Past perfect, there is no change. For past perfect continuous, there is no change. Alright. Then for will, it changes into would. Shall changes to should. Can changes to could. May changes to might. And whenever we use any universal truth or there is any habitual action, means that you do on daily basis, the tense does not change. Okay, see this example. Mohini said to her mother, the ladies have been making pickle for 10 years. The verb has been making is in which tense? It is present perfect continuous. So it will be changed into past perfect continuous. Mohini told her mother that the ladies had been making pickles for 10 years. Alright. Now there are some important facts given here. Let's go through it. There are three situations in which even the reporting verb is in the past tense. We do not change the tense in the reported speech. What are those? See, the reported speech expresses a universal truth or habitual fact. So whenever any reported speech expresses a universal truth or any habitual fact, then we don't change it. Like, the teacher said to us, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So this is a universal truth. Everywhere it is going to boil at 100 degrees Celsius. Then the teacher told us that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Then the reported speech has two clauses, both in the past. Reena said to me, Neha was tired, so she didn't go out to play with friends. So you can see the both clauses are in past tense. So what will be the answer? Reena told me that Neha was tired, so she didn't go out to play with friends. Then the third case is the reported speech describes a situation which still exists when the speech is reported. Example, Mr. Gupta said all the flights are delayed due to heavy rain. So it is still raining and it is still delayed. The flight is still delayed. So what will be the answer? Mr. Gupta said that all flights are delayed due to heavy rain. So it is still existing, even the speech is said or it is reported. So that is why we have not changed it. It remains the same. Then say and tell. When we say something but we tell somebody. Like Reena said that she was reading a book. So we say something and we tell somebody. Alright. Reena told me that she was reading a book. So Reena, that is the here told is used. Then changes in word referring to time, place or position. Now this table is also very important. In direct speech, when here is given, if we change into indirect speech, there is used. This becomes that, these becomes those. Tomorrow becomes the day after or the following day. Today becomes that day. Yesterday becomes the day before or the previous day. Tonight becomes that night. 2 days ago becomes 2 days before. Last week becomes the previous week. Last month, the previous month. Ago becomes before. Now becomes then. Alright, so this is the way we change the words referring to time, place or position. Now, this exercise A, I am doing it. This is the only exercise that we will do today. And after that, we will continue the things in the next video. I will say, of course, in oral form and then I'll show you the written form of this. Just try to figure it out by yourself. And then here what I'm saying, or what I'm giving the answer, just try once to do it by your own and then hear all the answers. All right. So here what you have to do, you have to rewrite the following sentences in reported speech. Means it is in direct form, you have to write them in indirect form. First is, he said the children became frightened when they heard a loud shriek. So what will be the answer of this? He said that the children had become, became is this became is in your past, simple past, so it is changed into past perfect. So what will be the answer? He said that the children had become frightened when they heard a loud shriek. Then next is, the lawyer said to the judge, Sarita will tell the real story. It is in your future, simple future. So what will be the answer? Lawyer told the judge that Sarita would tell the real story. Then Maya told Ruby the boys liked the story that was narrated yesterday. Again it is in simple past, so it will be changed into past perfect. So what will be the answer? Maya told Ruby that the boys had liked the story that had been narrated the previous day. Then fourth is, Granny said the pickle will be ready by next week. So what will be the answer? Granny said that the pickle will becomes would be ready by the following week. See above, next week becomes the following week. Then the chemist said to the customer, Nitin always checks the expiry date of medicines that are sold. So what will be the answer? The chemist told the customer that Nitin always checked the expiry date of medicines that were sold. Sixth, Sheetal said to her geography teacher, Roma found the map work very confusing. Again, it will be changed into past perfect. Sheetal told her geography teacher that Roma had found the map work very confusing. 7. The fisherman said to the customer, the fish is fresh and will taste good. What will be the answer? The fisherman told the customer that the fish was fresh and would taste good. This become was and will becomes would. The compere announced the chief guest will reach here any moment. The compere announced that the chief guest would reach there any moment. Here becomes there any moment. So this finishes our exercise A. In the next video I will continue with the next part. Till here, read each and every thing that is given in your book and try to do this exercise A by your own first and then see or check the answers. Here you can just go through just go through it once, all the answers. Check it. If you have missed something, then just go through it again and write all the answers correctly in your grammar copies. Alright, so we are done with today's video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye and take care.